Hello and welcome to my channel, Exceedingly Good Reviews. This is a My Thoughts on video. My thoughts on Impact Wrestling from November the 10th, 2020. Now this was a good show, but spoilers. I'll give you a quick run through of what occurred and then give you my overall thoughts, even though I've kind of to give you a hint of what my overall thoughts are. So the show opens with Caleb with a K in the ring. Caleb with a K, he introduces his client to Neil Dashwood. So our opening match is going to be to Neil Dashwood teaming with Madison Rae, set up from last week, taking on the team of Havoc and Neva. Ooh, two very powerful individuals to be taking on in our debut teaming match. So we get reminded that the Knockout Tag Team Tournament will be beginning in a week's time. That'll be great to see that kick off. Can't wait to see all the teams that are involved with that and how that progresses. But this match, fun match, fun way to open the show. But ultimately, the power of Neva and Havoc prevails. The I wouldn't say friction; it's not really friction, but the unfamiliarity between Madison Rae and Neil Dashwood works against them, and it ends up that Havoc pins Madison Rae, who's not competed very much. You know, she normally does commentary, moonlighting here as a wrestler. A very accomplished wrestler in a day, but you know she mainly does commentary now. It showed there wasn't chemistry there between Neil Dashwood and Madison Rae, and Havoc and Neva pick up the victory. Momentum for them for the tag team tournament. We get an interview with the Good Brothers backstage. They're looking forward to Turning Point, to challenging for the Impact Tag Team titles against the North. They're interrupted by Ethan Page. Carl Anderson ends up slapping Ethan Page. Ooh. We get a Dreamer, the segment from the back. Dreamer is interviewing. He's got a lie detector test. He's interviewing Larry D. He seems to pass the lie detector test. Next in comes Cody Deaner. He's upset about losing his match to Johnny Swinger the previous week and whatnot. Says he didn't shoot Johnny Bravo. So, okay, yeah. Guessing he didn't do it. I'm guessing he's been ruled out. Second match of the night. Rohit Raju taking on TJP. Now, remember, it was said that if TJP fails to win the title here, he can't challenge for the X Division Championship for as long as Rohit Raju is the champion. And unfortunately, he fails here. Behind the referee's back. So there's a moment when he's locked Rohit into a submission. Rohit ends up grabbing the X Division title, which the referee sees, and the referee's like, oh crap, gets that away from him. That momentary distraction from the ref allows Rohit to hit a low blow onto TJP and then pin him. Hits a knee strike, a kick to the temple of TJP, and pin him to win the match. So unfortunately, Rohit wins, and TJP can't challenge for the belt again. That's unfortunate. That's a shame. I really like TJP. He's a great individual, great wrestler. And yeah, now he can't challenge for the X Division title. That's a shame. We then get a moment backstage. It's Fallah Bahh interacting with Hernandez. Hernandez has just come out of the interview room with Tommy Dreamer. Fallah Bahh's about to go in. It seems to be Hernandez is intimidating Fallah Bahh, you know, about the role of money and everything that Fallah Bahh took from Hernandez. Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan end up coming to the rescue of Fallah Bahh. That's surprising. Not. Because whilst Kiera Hogan is then distracting Fallah Bahh, Tasha Steelz reaches in, takes out the wad of cash, replaces it with a roll of tape. So yeah, Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan now have the wad of money. Pass the parcel, it seems, with that roll of money. We then get a treehouse segment with the Rascals in the treehouse. They've got a letter. They're getting evicted. They've got to leave the treehouse and Impact Wrestling. It's been reported that their contracts are indeed up, and they will be leaving Impact Wrestling. Where will they go? AEW, New Japan, WWE? We will find out hopefully soon. Ring of Honor, maybe. There's still time for them to sign new contracts with Impact, I'm guessing, and stay there. Third match of the night, AC Romero with his tag team partner Larry D taking on Chris Sabin. This is a typical big man versus little man match. The little man wins. Chris Sabin ends up getting the victory against the rather large AC Romero. However, Larry D attacks him after the match, and both AC Romero and Larry D leave Chris Sabin lying at the end of the match. So, you know, even though Chris Sabin picked up the victory, he's left looking like a loser. That's a shame. Chris Bay is backstage, has a little chat with Sammy Callahan. What's going on there, I wonder? We then get Dreamer again interviewing Father James Mitchell on about how you're the typical kind of person that would want to kill someone, kill Johnny Bravo, and he's going on about, well, I wouldn't do it with a gun because that's not me. That's so unsophisticated, and plus, why would I waste all that virgin blood? So is it ruling him out, or is he trying to pull like a double bluff? Who knows? He says he knows who did it though, or he knows something about who did it. So we'll see how that progresses. Fourth match of the night, it's Chris Bay taking on Eddie Edwards. Chris Bay is a very impressive wrestler. Him, Trey Miguel, and TJP, all three fantastic individuals, very inventive wrestlers. But Eddie here ends up getting the victory. Bay comes back into the ring with a chair after getting pinned by Eddie Edwards. It looks like he's going to attack Eddie Edwards with the chair. Sami Callihan's graphic flashes up. Sami Callihan ends up, the lights go out, and Sami Callihan's in the ring with a baseball bat and attacks Eddie Edwards. Rich Swann makes the save. Ken Shamrock then comes out and he attacks Rich Swann. Just when it seems like the babyfaces, Eddie Edwards and Rich Swann, are getting the upper hand, Chris Bay attacks them. So has Chris Bay now joined Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock? It looks like these three are going to end up pummeling the two individuals, Eddie Edwards and Rich Swann. But no, the Rascals end up making the save. Well in, Rascals. Caleb and Tennille, they approach Jordan Grace backstage and ask for Jordan Grace to be a tag team partner in the tournament. Jordan Grace seems a bit reluctant and says, well, let's team up at Turning Point and see how we do at Turning Point in a match at Turning Point, and then I'll let you know whether we can be a tag team for the tournament. So see what goes on there. Backstage segment as well with the Rascals. Rich Swann approaches, thanks them for the help and everything, and says, how long have you guys got? Got one more week left in Impact, so okay, let's go out with a bang. Me and Trey Miguel, Rich Swann, Trey Miguel will team up to take on Dez and Wes. Fun match there, all four babyfaces, so let's see what occurs and what goes on there. That'll be set for next week. We get an interview with Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly. Is she ready for Sue at Turning Point? We don't know. During the interview, she goes to turn to talk to Kimberly, and Kimberly's disappeared. She goes off looking for Kimberly. There's a message written on the window, "You're now alone," or something like that. And then Kimberly seems to get squished up against the window and falls. Is this Sue Young's doing? Has Sue Young now taken Kimberly out of the equation? Kimberly apparently is in a relationship, or married, maybe engaged. She's in some form of relationship with one of the Rascals. So maybe she's leaving Impact Wrestling if the Rascals are. That's a shame. They need more women, not less, right now with the whole knockout tag team division coming into effect soon. So, they need more women. Please don't lose your women. Get more. But yeah, so is Deonna Purrazzo now alone? Looks like she'll be alone at Turning Point. We get our fifth match of the night. Oh, no, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's another Dreamer and James Mitchell finishing their interview from earlier. Havoc is next into the interview room, getting the lie detector test. She never answers the question of did she shoot Johnny Bravo? She never ends up answering that question. So, could she be the culprit? I think it'd be too obvious if it was her. Chris Sabin, backstage segment. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I do apologise. It's a fifth match. Reno Scum taking on the tag team of Falabat and Crazy Steve. It's a very quick match, basic match. Reno Scum end up winning when Thornstone pins Bat. Is what it is. Quick match. We then get the Chris Sabin segment. He's talking to someone backstage, saying in a bar, sorry, that he needs help. He needs someone to watch his back. It ends up, it's James Storm. Yes, the Cowboy James Storm he's talking to. And James Storm agrees to watch his back to tag team with him at Turning Point against Triple XL. So that'll be nice. We get to see Willie Mack being tended to by medical personnel. Moose intervenes. These two brawl and fight and whatnot. Okay, it is what it is. And then our sixth and final match of the night. It's Josh Alexander of the North, one half of the Impact Tag Team Champions, taking on Carl Anderson, one half of the Good Brothers. Really fun match, really entertaining match between these two. Well, I found it fun anyway. It ends up finishing with a disqualification, with a DQ finish when Ethan ends up attacking Carl. He comes into the ring and attacks Carl. So both teams end up brawling, and that ends the Impact show. So yeah, 6 matches, not a bad show. I class this as a good show. It's hard to pick a belt of the night, But I'm probably going to have to give my belt of the night to Rohit Raju and TJP. TJP is a great wrestler. It's a shame that he lost, even though it was by nefarious means with the low blow from Rohit. But it's a shame that he's lost. It'd be interesting to see what goes on at Turning Point, because Rohit has a match defending his X-Division title against an unnamed opponent as of yet. So I'll be doing a prediction show, by the way, for Turning Point, so stay tuned for that. Keep your eye out for that dropping. But yeah, that would be my belt of the night. Rohit Raju retaining his X-Division title against TJP. Like I said, there was a couple of matches that I really enjoyed, so it could have been a few, but yeah, that was my belt of the night, and the show as a whole was a good show. Kind of rushed build to Turning Point. I know it's a network special. It's not like a big pay-per-view for them. It's one of the network specials on Impact Plus, but still, it seemed very rushed. And but 9 matches on the card. It does look like a stacked card. It looks like a very fun card. So, like I said, I'll be doing a prediction show for that. I'll be doing a review of it once that's happened, once that event's occurred. So yeah, I just want to say a big thank you for watching. Stay safe, and yeah, you know what? Stay classy.